I need to find corduroy shapes. One moment. Okay. I'm back. I found Corduroy Learns His Shapes. It was wedged between two other books. Okay, we're here, we're live. Normally that wouldn't be a problem, but it was a very awkward time of being right in the middle of the introduction. Hello, Jonas. Oh, and hello, Al. A little out of breath here. I see what you did there. You old Jeremy Dove, you. Ah, look at this. Let's get myself a little bit out of the way here. There we go. So much better. Spoilers. They're showing me a lot of things that I don't know a thing about yet. Okay, so what were we doing? Right. What I was doing was I was learning hotkeys. Okay, we wanted to produce green science, which takes transport belts and inserters. All right, so transport belts are just iron. That one's easy. Inserters, a little bit trickier. Plates, gears. Okay. So we need 2 plates, 2 gears, and 1 circuit. I should be writing this down. 2 plate, 2 gear, 1 circuit, which a circuit in turn is 1 plate, 3 cable. So I need 3 plate, 3 cable, and 2 gears. It's just iron and copper, yes, but I'm not trying to... as far as I know, and please correct me if I'm wrong, as far as I know, did it like remove my minimap data? Or is that, I guess that's it. Oh wait, how did I get this? How is this here? Was that always here? I don't know. Anyway, as far as I know, well, actually, you know what? I guess I don't know, but for assemblers, if I set up an assembler, let's just say I do. I already have one, an assembling machine. All right, if I do that, and then I click on it and I say make green science. Yeah, you can't hand it the raw materials. Like I have to actually like give it the specific items that it needs. Yeah, it has to do one thing. And so I do need to figure out like the process of, all right, this goes into this, goes into this, goes into this. So the full process is, whoops, I just started making one. There we go. Okay, so the full process. Yeah, I get that. Someone started saying something that made me think I was doing something wrong. All right, so I need transport belt and inserter. So that's our final step, is combine a transport belt and an inserter. But to get to that step, we have to be able to automatically make the transport belts, which is iron plate. Well, I'm seeing if I can get it like all in one area and then like start ripping apart this area up to the top. Cause screw that area. It's about to run out of iron, for one thing. That's a problem. So transport belt, iron plate, and iron gear. Iron gear, in turn, is just 2 plates. 2 iron plates. Just stuff them together. Inserter. That's the next thing. Iron plate, iron gear, circuit. Circuit. 1 plate, 3 copper cable. The copper is really a bit of a pain thrown in here. Okay, circuit is just copper plates. Okay, so that's where we come down to. Hey, Garska, you did the thing. All right, so let's assume that copper cables are already coming in, because they're the one thing that like we don't have to worry about combining them with other stuff. Oh, that's what that is. Sure. Oh wait, to do this, I lack engine, which is already in progress. So let's resume that. Okay. I thought something very weird was going on with Twitch for a bit. All right. So, this thing is we got 8 iron plate outputs here. That's great. We need to take those iron plates. Now that would be tricky. Oh, I have no idea. The 5th level's the hard one. No! Well, at least I'm learning about how much room I need for machinery now. A lot. More than I think. It's just going to be more than I expect every time. That's true. I am pretty much brand new at this mess. Okay, so iron plate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 iron plates are needed, I think, for 1 green science. No, 5.5. How does that happen? Do gears make double or something? No. If a gear is... Let me make a gear. Hang on, let me see here. Do I have any gears on me? I have 7. If I do this... No, it just makes 1 out of 2 iron plates. That might work. Like a green science... It's going to take a transport belt. Transport belt. I've got 99 iron plates. Now I have 98. Oh, because I also had gears. But like, that should take total raw 3 plates. Because it's a plate and an iron gear. An iron gear is 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And meanwhile, inserter, that's 4. That says it needs 4. And that needs 3. And when you put them together, it takes 5.5. What? Wait, is there something like... Wait, do we get multiple belts? Yes, you get double belts. Okay, that's the issue. That's the issue, is you make 2 belts. That's it, okay. So that's 1.5 plates and 4 plates. That's where we get 5.5. Yeah. So we're gonna actually be having to make, to match up with that, double the inserters. How can we I guess that's true. I guess it really doesn't make a difference. Okay, so the point is ultimately that how many of these are we going to want to turn into gears versus not? Comes down to If I'm trying to match this up. Oh, 5.5. What an awkward amount. I need an iron gear for a transport belt, and I need 1 iron gear for an inserter. That's not that much, honestly. Like, I can probably just make this whole top row make gears. Like, all 4 of these just make gears. And that's all they do. Honestly, let's do that. Let's do that right now. I mean, that's also true in programming, so there you go. I'm not in range of that. Of power. This one is... Oops. Meant to... There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, and actually, we're going to need one, like, right smack dab in the middle somewhere to handle all of the inserters. Oh, actually, let's first tell it that we're making gears. You're making gears, and you're making gears. All right, and then that's all these guys are going to do, all right? Now, here's the question. Do they keep up with this? Like, having 2 inserters going, does that even make a difference? Like the speed of it. I guess if I make a box real quick, I could find out. Let's kind of check. And then we need more of these. Always need more of these. Okay, so let's see what happens. Both of those go in. Okay, it seems to be... Yeah, look at that. It's even. I love it. Excellent. Okay, so that's going to keep that running. The furnace may not keep up, though. It doesn't look like the furnace will keep up. The 2 furnaces are way too slow for the gear maker. Yes, okay. We're on a wavelength here, Jonas. Now, eventually we get faster furnaces and all that good stuff, but that's something for another time. Ooh, you know what? Okay. So inserter production. Let's make the inserter production down here by making gears and combine that with plate and circuit. Yeah. Let's make circuits by piping our copper in here with one of these plates. And then make gears out of these 2, I guess, and then 1 more iron plate, and then boom, that's an inserter. That means I need copper plates to come a better way. So let's maybe split this so the overflow follows along this path. And also, just to keep this running, let's do a tier 1 research. Yeah. So what we're going to do is... This is going to produce just... awkward positioning. This is going to produce gears, right? Is that what I said? Yeah, this one's gears. Boom. So that's going to be chugging out gears. And then we have, next up we need wires and also plates. So I think what we're going to do is take another assembler down here. Like this. And it can take in that and that to make, what are we making here? Inserters. So it's going to take from both of those. And then this last one is going to be making our... what are we making with this last one? Circuits. So we need to pipe this, like, ideally... I mean, we could pipe it over here and then pass the circuits underneath. That works, I guess. So we need a splitter. Takes a second, because they are complicated. Actually, you know what? I should probably make a few of those, just so that as I need them, I have them. All right, so let's do like this. And then bring these excess plates that are being made. And we're going to convert those to cables somewhere around here. Let's leave a little bit of room for additional lines that are going to happen at some point, I'm sure. So right around here, let us make our wire factory. Like this. I need you to make wire. And you are going to need more power. There we go. And now we can start another line. Let's, you know what, why not? There we go. Wires. All right, we're getting somewhere. And that comes over to this one. Boom. Oh, we've almost got it. Oh, nope. Not wires, not wires, not wires. Circuits. Circuits need to be made. Right. I understand. So we need another assembler that takes in plates. Good thing I made all these assemblers. Assembly machines, excuse me. Furnaces keep a big output buffer, so that's why they look like they're keeping up. Gotcha. That makes perfect sense. All right. So this is going to make circuits. 3 cables, 1 plate. So we need to pipe some plates from here. You know what? We are just going to do straight up like this. Oh, that lines up kind of nice, actually. Right? Can't get all of you with one, of course. That would be too easy. Okay, so that's going to start making those, and then we can pipe our circuits over here, naturally. Oh, look at that. Production. All right, and that's going to be making the inserters that we can then pump underneath. These underground ones, they're the ones I have to be careful about, because they're gonna wind up going everywhere at some point if I'm not careful. How far can I go? Not super far, but far enough. Actually, let's do here and way over here. Alright. Inserters are being mass-produced, finally. Whew. Alright, and with that, we can start combining what? Now we need we have a bajillion of these, like, look at this, look at this, look at this. It does look nice. See, this is absolutely maxed out right here. Which, you know what? I go through a lot of those, so I'm not opposed to just having some of them being produced. Like, they're going to be useful. All right, so this thing right here, the last piece is transport belts are iron plate and 2 gears. So actually, you know what? I don't want this to be producing gears. I want this to be producing conveyors. And so stop putting plates in here. Gears are gonna go in there now. So in order to do that, oh, how far away? Oh, 2. It's 2 away. Wait. There's a thing for that. Long-ranged inserter. Let's try one of these out. Oh yes. Oh yes, please. All right, and you can stop doing that, and we'll just have a box of gears right here. Oh, it's working. That's making conveyors. All right, and now we need one last assembling machine to put it all together. Oh, right. Hold that thought. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you could just move the assembler over. Well, yeah, but now we get to practice other things. That's what I'm gonna go with. Green science. All right. Even though they take up more electricity and other things. Oh, green science production online. Now, how do we get it onto our main line here? Could take out this conveyor assembler since it's kind of a little bit annoyingly in the way now. I mean, why not, you know? So I want it on the back. Okay, and these put them on the far side, as we have learned. So... Yeah, this is kind of... Let's get rid of it for now. No, and let's get rid of you. You're not welcome here. Temporary solution? And then a little bit of power for you. Green science! Incredible. Oh, great. Power production is an issue now. Let's suck up some of this red science. Let's see, does that work? Oh no, because now the red science here is being pushed into a weird spot. All right. So how do we make that work? How do I make that combine in a way that works better? No, because I don't want it on the far side, but I don't... it's one of the things where I just don't understand how the game wants you to do something. Alright, what's the button for dropping things? Q? Did I drop it? No. Wait, Q's the close button. Z. Efficient. Super efficient. Oh, wow. Oh, geez. All right. See, we got a bit of a problem here. How do I make it on the other line? You can just put it in the output slot of the green science assembler, then the inserter will put it on the belt. You can put green science in the output slot of the green science assembler. Oh, okay. I understand. I mean, I guess one thing is I could just run a separate belt right here with its own set of inserters. It's a little... That doesn't quite work the way I want it to. I was hoping we could have both of these... Oh, I hear a knock on the door. One moment. Just lick it. Just plunk it. I'm scared. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, oh, okay, whoa, hey, buddy, whoa, hey, oh, all right. That was a good dodge. Camp Horizon. I love this stage. All right, Mario Maker 4.0 update. All stages are replaced with this one. Yeah, this is basically hold right. All right. You have multiple Jewel 2? Uh-oh. That's not supposed to happen. Huh. It's supposed to increment. I see a couple Charm 2s, Scroll 2s. That's a good one. Alright, so how do I get these to get onto to the same bell? See, now it's going onto that one. That's all well and good. So the red science is coming onto the inner track, but I want it on the outer track now. Possibly... Nope, I can't start with a curve. So, how does that work? Alright, so... Yeah, red science does need those copper plates. Had a feeling. How do I combine these lines? Like, how does that even work in this game? I don't actually know. Okay, hang on. There's tips. Bending? No, not bending. Faster play. Entity transfer? No. No. What are you looking to do? So I can have like I can have 2 different items on a single belt. But I don't know how to get them on the belt I want. So this one keeps putting it on the inner track and not the outer track, and I don't know why it has decided that that's the one it's gonna put it on. It seems arbitrary. Maybe it is. I don't know. One option is... Let me think about the geometry of this. No, that would still be on the outer track. Huh. Onto the right. Okay, that always happens. That's a little bit tricky, but understandable. So I think I just need to kind of like figure out how to make this all gel. All right, we're done with you. We're done with you. We're done with you. You can replace one piece of belt with an inserter. Oh. I see, I see, I see. So one possible solution. Now wait a second, wait a second. Here's a question then. If I had green science, say, on this side, what is that gonna do? It gets blocked! Oh no! Okay, so there's a problem. Even though, like, oh wait, these are, it doesn't matter which side these come in on, they're going to be on the outer side. Oh, I see. But I can technically change which side these come in on. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's kind of play a little bit with some ideas. Yeah, that means you two. All right. Just give me all that. Okay, so what if? What if? And you. All right, so what if? Line comes in like this. And then down. So it's going to be on the outer side. Or actually, I can change that to the inner side if I do this. Because now, instead of, yeah, see, now it's going to be on the opposite side. So let's say these are coming in on the lower side. Green science. Then these can come in on the outer side, and that will just work, I think. Yes. I think that actually does work, except I don't want that. All right, let's find out. This feels like a really weird solution. Actually, this T intersection, that's not bad. Now that I look at it. One thing is that this is supposed to be like this. Okay, I'm okay with that. This T intersection idea. If it works, it works. I mean, that's how it goes. Oh yeah, because then it can go on like both sides even, and it doesn't matter. Oh wait, so I can take this, I can just put it in the output slot. Wait, I can only put one in the output slot, but I can put it in here? Yes, I can put a big stack in there. Okay, that's cool. And then I can get rid of my green science by throwing it in the big stack here. Okay, and that's just gonna go. Yeah. Okay, so we're a little low on green science. That's expected. But now this backlog is gonna process through. I need to take a headphone off so that I can actually hear when it's time for bed. All right, look at this. We got excess stuff. Okay, so we learned about P-junction conveyors being a good thing. Hey, Hudson, I'm doing all right. What about you? Had a busy day, but also productive for project purposes. Ate a lot. It's good. Get a good filling meal. The new cat is great. Excellent. So in this system, I could set up yet another lab, like right over here if I wanted to. Oh, right, power was an issue. We need to go take a look at that. Excuse me, bugs. Oh, this thing's out of fuel. There you go. Get some stone, I guess. I don't know. Sure. Alright, power. Well, actually, that's not too bad. Why am I researching on him? You know what? I think it's just because that leads up to... Never mind. Because it's almost done. Because it's there. It is my Everest. What does that get me? Wait, what is this thing that it gets me? Effects. I can't look at effects, unfortunately. So I have steel processing. Oh, wait, here we go. Here's where I can look at it. Assembling machine 2. Okay, you add gears and plates and circuits to an assembling machine. Crafting speed 0.75 versus 0.5. Okay, so 50% faster. Double the power. Yeah, may as well. All right, so the ones I actually need are engine and logistics, which is the, all right, that's perfect. That's the ones that I need. And this one's almost done, actually. I had this before we had automated green science because, as I've said before, my crafting window is but another resource I can expend. You know what? I may as well throw another lab in. Like, why not, you know? All right, cool. All right, logistics 2. This is the one that's going to take a bit. 30 seconds, 200 times. Except we're bringing that down to 6 seconds, 200 times, kind of. 10 times would be, so 20 minutes. Ugh. At full capacity. We'll assume we're getting full capacity out of here. Sure. All good, Hudson. All right, so let's see here. The labs right now, that's like, it's basically just the more labs we get, the better. So a little bit of straightening out some of this spaghetti might not go unwelcome. So let's see here. What can we do? What can we do? Throw in some more power cables, sure. One thing I can do is work on this red science coming from over here a little bit. Right now, that's coming from all the way over here. What if we instead... what if we instead... throw that like this. Can I put that onto that? Is that kosher? If not, I'll just move it. That is allowed, except it's going the wrong way. So there's that. There we go. Wait. The arrows are pointing which way. And I still don't know what's going on. There we go. That'll work. And now we can do away with all this. Including this one. I don't even know what's in this box. I guess at one point that was science. There we go. Cool. All right. This doesn't need to be quite so long. And as a result, we can kind of wedge this away a little bit more. So these are going this way. So we can grab this one out of here. We can move this splitter here. And then if we're okay with kind of moving some of these power cables around a little bit, which I totally am. Beautiful. Do I have enough electric power? So it's saying right now that the capacity is like I'm under capacity. Power output 188, 190, somewhere around 200. So I think that implies that we're below capacity. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. That's what I figured. Good, good. All right, so now what I can do is... Does that work? Ah, there we go. Okay. Do is do that. And slurp these on up. There we go. Hey, now look at this. We got room for another lab. And you know what? I don't have to put it right there. Like with all this excess, why not wrap it around? Why not move this wire production out of the way a little bit? Actually, yeah, that's not a half bad idea, really. Or even move it over here. No, let's keep it far down. The wires right now, we don't know what all we're going to need those for. Actually, right now they are exclusively used for this right here. So let's just do this. Sure. Let's just do this. Trust me. It's all good. All good. This is going to make our wires. And that's going to put our wires right in there. Right? You putting our... Oh, because we're full. No, we're good. We're good. All right, there we go. So that moves that out of the way. This is gone now. And now we can basically just throw another, like, what, 4 labs in here? Let me grab some of these circuits to speed up the lab production. We're going to make 3 more labs. Never mind. We need more iron. We need more iron? Incredible. Luckily, I've got a big old box. Here we go. What the heck is Minecraft Legends? I saw that. I saw that. That looks interesting. I like that they're kind of, like, appealing to other genres. It's a weird kind of half one genre, half another kind of thing, but I'm cool with it. We do need more of these. Oh, careful. All right, here we go. All right, well, now we may not be keeping up on the green science, but we'll see. I doubt any of the people working on Minecraft Legends are also working on Minecraft. If that's what you're going for there. Yeah, so green science is our issue. What if, though, what if we just piped it right back in? We're not going to do that, but what if we did? Can you imagine? Because right now it runs all the way to the end, so it's got to get that buffer back. And already that buffer was not great. Yeah, I mean, basically. Okay, we're actually, you know what? We're doing all right here. Actually, this one only has green right now. Oh, we can't reach it. That's gonna be fine. It'll solve itself really soon. Right now, this poor guy is like, oh, I want it. Oh. Like, I think all I would need to do is take this and just and then you should be able to grab one. Yes, okay. Wasn't it just kind of a lesser Diablo? All right, we're 50% there now. Oh yeah, this is much better with all these extra labs. Science! Oh, and it is bedtime. We'll be back. I'll just leave this running. I'll be back in just a little bit. Injured my toes. Trying to do a silly dance in exchange for little Toadette laying down. That's been the latest thing is, oh, you can't come in, Daddy. I'm not laying down yet. I was like, if you lay down, I'll do a silly dance. And then I did a like an air kick, and I kind of landed on my toes. Not my proudest moment. All right, this guy's almost got his red science. He doesn't quite get it. He's so close. He keeps reaching for it. He needs 2 in a row, and that will only happen once it gets backlogged. But it's not a huge deal because I'm going to be waiting on green science anyway. Right now, we're not operating at capacity. So the question becomes then, what do we need more of? We got inserters, we need conveyors then. Well, lucky for you, I got transport belts out the wazoo. Make your green science. Oh, wait, there was something else in here. There was like, no, it was something else. What am I thinking of? Somewhere in one of these machines a while back, I saw a slot for like extra. Oh, here we go. Modules. Okay, that's for drills. Bottleneck isn't the belts. Oh. It's this thing's speed of production. Yeah, this thing can only make these so fast. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. All right. These guys have fuel. Oh, wait. Of course they have fuel. Okay, so if we have more green assemblers, then we'd be doing better. That's what I'm picking up right now. Things are busy. Yeah, yeah. A nice way to see how things are moving along. So we just need green science to be made faster. Well, in the meantime, to keep us moving, what if I just do this? Just use up a lot of inserters. Boom. There we go. Okay, so we need to figure out... Why am I even bothering making more bullets? Wait, this isn't making bullets because I took out some of the stuff. Oh, no, because I turned off the thing. Ooh, look at all these things you can do. Yeah, I turned this off. So actually, this I don't need anymore. And this I don't need anymore. Okay, that's actually kind of big on a space point of view. What do we got here? Quite a few iron plates. Enough that I may as well just break all that open. And then this we don't need. This is just... These iron plates are being made exclusively for red science production now. You will need the bullets yet. Wait, I had a feeling we were still in, like, tutorial land, and that once we reach the end of building the thing, that it's going to be like, okay, now you can go on to the next tutorial. Or it would just say we're done. I don't know. That was my understanding. So we want to change this slightly. Here's our main inputs is these guys. I am in tutorial land, that is true. Okay. So I still need bullets, huh? How about that? Let's just leave those running for a bit. Oh, and let's throw some of these green sciences down. There we go. Just to keep everything moving. Rails are when the game actually starts. Oh boy. Alright. I'll have to be ready for that. Thank you for the heads up, Penguin. Alright, so I think what I want to do is move this back a little bit to have a longer line of inserters and have a long line of conveyors. Ooh, put them on the same line. Huh? 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 Right? Right? Put them on the same line, I think. So they always go on the right track, you said. Or the far, if they're hitting it dead on, it's on the right side in the direction it's moving, such as like this. But if it's inserting onto a lateral track, then it's the farther side. Oh, wait, T-junction. Gotta remember. Yes, the T, the magic of the T. Now you don't need more than 2 assemblers for green science. What? I keep thinking we're doing so, you know, we're making great strides, and it's all for a very small amount. You can direct insert both from that belt maker. From the belt maker. You will. Oh, okay. I was trying to come up with a clever way to get the inserter line. Let me just take a moment here. Let me just take a moment to just rip everything out for just a little bit. Just a moment, guys. Everybody hold tight. A short interruption. Oh, see, that works right there. That'll insert it to the correct side. Yeah, without a T. To a T. And now we can put the assembler back. And we'll have 2 assemblers here. Both producing green science. They'll produce it on one side and then spit it out to the other side. Yeah. All right, so now you can produce green science and you can produce green science. There we go. Yeah. And now we uninsert them both onto a new line here. See, that looks a lot cleaner. Boom. Double the green science. Ugh. Spaghetti power. It's okay. At least I don't have to manage, like, individual lines of, like, different materials of cable like I do in Oxygen Not Included. Yet. Wait. Actually, I should inspect one of these. Okay, good. Well, maybe. It appears the only thing we really need to look at is supply area. Because in Oxygen Not Included, you have, like, maximum current. Just enough input. And we're almost done with logistics. So that's something. Oh, I've got more green science to add to the line here. There we go. Boom. We're doing it. Automobilism. Man. All right. This is good. This is good. And this is actually extensible, like, a little bit further without totally wrecking some stuff. We're going to see if this keeps up. It was not, but you know what? Let's pretend it was. Because I appear more witty that way. Okay, so you were saying I was going to need more bullets possibly in this particular run. That's a little scary. Iron... Oh, we're going to need to look at steel. We need to figure out steel production. I have to remember to kind of use the cutoff to my advantage a little bit more. All right, so steel. Let's take a look at this. You can make it in a stone furnace, or a steel furnace, or an electric furnace. Wait, do we have any of those yet? Oh, we have new splitters. Fast splitters. 30 items per second versus 15 items. Well, we'd need faster belts for that. Oh, we have faster belts. Okay, shut up. So, what about these furnaces? No, we do not have any additional furnaces yet. Oh, we do have the faster assembly machines. I do remember we unlocked that. Oh, repair pack. That's what you guys were talking about yesterday, or whenever it was, 2 days ago. Okay, but steel has to be made in a furnace. You pass it in 5 plates and some time and some fuel. Okay, that's not bad at all. Because I feel like on plates, we're actually in pretty good shape. Like, look at all these plates. Actually, not as many plates over here. Oh, did this actually finally run dry? Oh, it happened. No mineable resources. Well, on the bright side, we can tear all this down now. There's 100 iron ore here. I mean, I would be very annoyed if I just left it there. So I may as well. All right, so it mines in a 5x5. So if I want to get it all, oh, there's one right there. So I want to get it all. I have to do this. And then there's like a little bit there. Can I get rid of this somehow? Can I demolish this? There we go. A little bit more iron production online. It's a good thing I got this new iron setup going. Because, geez. And I got a whole set of iron here that I haven't touched, because honestly, our production is fine. Build over the wreck temporarily. Okay. I don't even know if it needs to be the same. Okay, it might need to be like similar size, or might need to be the same. Nope, just similar size. Okay. Cool. That at least lets me see this 50 iron that's just going to be sitting here mocking me. Actually, you know what? Can I just... I mean, why not, right? Just grab it and throw it onto anything. It's not much. Let's just do it. Let's get it all. Get all the resources. Oh, let's get some more lamps. Let's make our base look a little bit nicer. It's so dark over here, right? I want to be able to see what's going on. I don't like these machines working without me being able to see what they're up to. You can also drop the iron ore. Okay. Oh, that's true. I could even just mine it manually if I wanted to. I don't want to, but I could. All right. Let's look at. Ooh, what do we got here? Production statistics. All right. I mean, that's cool and all. I don't like that there's a tab for 1,000 hours and then all after that. No, that doesn't bode well for me as a person. Bonuses. Oh, because like some of the things you research give you like extra mining speed, that kind of stuff. Okay. No trains. All right, so let's look at this here. We got some coal up here. That blue was like a chest, I think. There's some copper and there's some stone, and that's it. Like this is all the iron we have left. Factorio doesn't take that long. Okay, thank goodness. I guess the big worry is like in a regular game. Ah, that makes sense. In a regular game, you would actually have to worry about like, oh, well, this one's going to run out in about 8 hours of real time. I need to actually think about where I'm going to source from next. And then these overland distances start becoming a big issue. All right, this isn't, you know what? This is not looking half bad. I don't know if these walls are going to be an issue at any point. Oh wait, that's not where that goes. Like the fact that I could conceivably be working on making the walls bigger, thicker, tougher, more turrets, all that stuff. It's like I eradicated all the bugs visible on the map, but... All right, green science, still a bit of an issue. I think we're going to need to ramp up our assembly line. Gotcha. All right, I'll take your word for it. I'm not 100% convinced. All right, so now we're going to start seeing where our next bottleneck is with a third green science. Like, I should probably look at the last big Oxygen Not Included game I played. That one, I mean, gosh. I mean, hang on, it couldn't be that much. Let me pull up Steam, guys. Where's Steam? I have a shortcut for it, I promise. Okay, Oxygen Not Included. What was my... Oh, update queued. What? Okay, I got 400 hours on the game. That's probably across 4 save files. Iron plates are our new are the new unhotness. So, yeah, you can see them kind of. Well, actually, that one's full. So these are full right now. Oh, but they're taking out. Oh yeah. This one's starting to run out. Oh, build a car. Oh, the ones on the south. The 5-second delay. Yeah, they've got a little bit. Not this one, but these. Yeah, they've got a backlog, but they are running out now. So these are the ones that are going to be an issue. Is the production of the gears and inserter. Okay, so I'm supposed to build a car now. Just straight up, just do it. Just build a car. That's what it's telling me. 5 steel plates. I knew it. And 8 engine units. All right. Let's talk about that then. Vehicle weapons, burnable fuel, of course. Just research everything, so you don't need to care about. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Is because there's no more science in this scenario. All right, you guys, cut it out. Get rid of them. All of y'all. I don't need the green science. You guys are okay. These materials might be useful. You guys don't need you either. Labs. Even the labs we can get rid of. We'll do it in a second. All right, let's look at this. What do we need? 8 engine units. Engine unit, steel, iron, and pipe. Okay, actually that's not too bad at all. Oh, but it has to be made in an assembling machine. Ah. So, you know what? For this is a very small amount to do, I feel like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make an assembling machine right here. That's not where those go. I'm just gonna plop some boxes down. And we're just gonna make them. All right, so what did we need? What did we need to make here? Engines, steel plate, iron gear wheel. Let's start with the steel, actually. Can you make... Hang on. Steel has to be in a furnace. Ah. Okay, so let's grab one of our trusty furnaces that we definitely have on hand somewhere. Apparently not. And in that, to make steel, we just need iron plates. Well, we are in luck there. We have some iron plates. Not a lot of coal, though. I need to go slurp up some coal. Slurp. A little bit of this. The coal has held out for like this entire game. I'm really surprised. All right, there we go. All right, so we're just gonna be making steel and putting it in a box. That does take a bit. That does take a little bit. Maybe we should make a second one. I feel like we're gonna eat through a little bit of steel here. Maybe even 2 more. And another box. Ooh, you can make a steel chest. All right. Throw our furnaces down. And then load them up with plates. Load them up with coal. Understandable. All right. So we want to now turn those iron plates into engine units. Or steel plates, excuse me. You know what I mean. So we need those, and we need pipes. I don't know how many, but whatever. And what was the last thing we need? Iron gear wheels. I know just where to find those. Oh, yeah. All right, we're good on those. All right, so we throw in our gears, our steel, and our pipes. And we assume this thing, yep, it's working. Okay, good. In the meanwhile, let's make a lot more pipes. Can I just hold the button down? No. Oh, wait, right click does 5 at a time? Okay, that's better. All right. You need more fuel because I didn't put a full stack in you. All right. Load them up, load them up. All right, so we only need 8 of these. We got 1. What else do we need for car? 8 engine units and 5 steel plates. Steel plates, already on it. 2. So this is working on number 3. Is this going to be enough stuff? I mean, no, but... engine was only 1 steel plate. So we got 3 accounted for here. 4. 5, 6. Okay, well, we're fine then on steel plates. Because the car is just going to be that plus... Yeah, we're good. Cool. So just wait out the engines. Make a car, and then we win, right? Probably. Toes. Oh, yeah. Oh, that better not be like an actual old man injury. Well, because I jumped into the air and then I landed, but I kind of landed on my toes. Oh, dang it, Jonas. With your foreboding nature. Is someone calling to ask about my toes? Alright, so that's 7. Then we'll do 1 more. So actually, this I can empty out.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Hang on, can I empty it out? 2 pipes, 1 plate, 1 gear.
No, that is really strange.
Alright, so that is 7. Yeah, there's the last one right here.
No, because I might.
I mean, yeah, I'm not winning the game. No, of course not.
Yeah. Well, really, they'd
But
be.
now you got me a little bit worried, and worried I need to get heavy armor on or something. All right, there we go. Now change this recipe to be car. 7, 8. No, wait, I only needed 5. Whatever. And what was the other thing we needed was engines, iron plates. And I can just throw those in there. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, there we go. Produce car. Car produced. Collect car. Out of the box. Got it. Built a car. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. You can handcraft the car. Gotcha. I better grab some more coal if we're about to go for a drive. Fuel the car. Take it for a test drive. Use enter to get in the car. Alright. Here we go. We're going to fuel up the car. Oh boy. Wow. Okay, steers about as you'd expect. Left and right to turn left and right. Ow. Ow. Oh, well. Okay, that's enough joyriding. We're done. Everybody, get out of the car. Stop having fun. I should pack for the trip. Oh, right. Oh, is this gonna... Okay, okay. I was gonna say it would be hilarious if it basically told me like whatever you pack in your car, that's what you get to start the next mission with, and then you just start frantically wondering, oh, what in the world are they gonna want me to do here? All right, iron plates, check. Copper plates, almost check, not quite. Coal, check. Oh wait, fuel. Firearm magazines, 200 of them. Dang it. Gun turrets, 20. The Dobbs Community Factorio server. Oh no. As if my network can handle any more of this stuff. Copper plates. We have a ton of copper plates right here. What am I even worried about? Gun turrets. Oh, that's piercing rounds. That doesn't count. I mean, why not? This is pretty fast. I'm just gonna load these while I'm thinking about the turrets. Okay, so turrets. I need 20 of those. So 200 gears, 200 plates, 400 other plates. 200 plates. 200 gears. Did I have some iron plates somewhere else? I mean, these are just making gears now that I don't need. Some turrets around that you can pick up. Okay, well that is true. Assuming I don't need them for something very important soon. You never know. Okay, I can make 13 of them. Oh, that wasn't as much as I was hoping for. What did I run out of here? Iron plates? Actually, you know what? Whoa! Penguin! Well, thank you. Oh, that's true. The ammo is still chugging away. Penguin, welcome to the... I don't know. Well, welcome to having a subscription. Now you too can enjoy a subscription. Oh, and that's got bullets in it. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Oh, this had a lot of bullets in it. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel that 1.25. Some people can't feel the last 0.25%, but like it's there. It's there. Oh wait, that's a gun turret. Oh, because it's got damage. So it's different. I'm different. Gun turret, steel plates. Not quite enough. Barely not quite enough. Oh, let me just disappear into the ether. Oh, see, this is good. See, now the plates are backed up. Is it weird that I have this like strange desire now to like tear down everything, leave no trace? Steel plates, right. These guys ran out of iron. It's not weird. Okay. Oh, good. It's like, what if I need these? What if I need these 3 extra conveyor belt pieces later? All right. Gun turrets are still building. Do these count? Those do not count, do they? Oh wait, they do count. Okay. So what do I need for more gun pellets right now? Iron plates. Perfect. Oh, those strings coming in hard. I don't know. Part of it is like my my Minecraft roots of always feeling like Oh, I can't leave this chest of junk here. I might need these spruce slabs and these 64 accidental birch buttons that I made. All right, and now it's just steel plates and we're in there. Da-da-da-da. Wait for it. We did it! It only took us 3 hours to beat that one. All right, so I assume this next one is the end of tutorial? Or was that the end of tutorial? Oh, nope. Oh, we have a cinematic. That's weird. This is the end of the tutorial, and it's a long level. Well, this doesn't look too good. Oh, we have train tracks. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's take a peek at what I'm looking at. Steel furnaces! Oh, new furnaces. Turrets. Oh, I forgot. We're gonna have bugs to worry about, so we better get going. So what do we need here? Where's the power coming from? Transport belts. Inserters for train. Yeah, we're getting trains, aren't we? Yeah, straight rails. Okay, we got coal, mining drills. Where's the power? Ah, here we go. Solar. Yes, they definitely escaped. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so solar produces energy. Medium electric pole. So that's soaking up the energy here. What do we lack here? What do we lack here? This one needs fuel. Luckily, I have some in my car. I better go all the way back to my car and drive it over. Oh boy, oh boy. Ah, jeez, ah, jeez. All right. Brakes. I don't think I've ever seen a bug corpse despawn. Oh, I already had some fuel. Okay, whatever. All right, so is that working? That is generating steam, which in turn is going to go over to the steam engine after I get the pipes back up. Character's in the way. All right. How are we doing this? Is that a ground piece? I think that's the deal there. Almost certainly, right? These guys. Yeah, like that. Oh boy, this is a setup right here. Okay, so there's our steam engine. It is doing nothing yet. Power output 0. Available power though. Okay. So why 0? You like the train controls? So this has power available, but it's, I guess, not on the network because we're missing a power line. Can I make those fancy power lines yet? Not yet. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Gonna figure out what we're doing here. You know what? I like the kind of, oh, you have to repair the old stuff to get things moving again. And you don't have to, is the thing. Like, if you don't want to, you don't have to. This is a boiler. I need another boiler here. Boiler. We'll do this. And then that's a broken inserter. That's another boiler. Yeah, you can rip everything up, but it gives you a good kind of layout for people that are dumb and starting out and don't know what they're doing. All right, nice. And now we can pipe to get some steam going. Oh, interesting. And then this, I want to go underground again. To get some steam over there. Sure. Put this over here, I guess. All right, is that connected? I don't think that's connected. There we go. All right, and now we can expand out if we need to. Well, we probably do want this turret. Does this turret... Oh, laser turret, excuse me. Oh, Mr. Laser Turret. All right, have a good one, Jonas. Thanks for hanging out. Happy to have you around. Wait, hang on. Something doesn't seem like it's done there. What am I looking at here? Is everything actually running? I guess so. We'll look more into that later as we need more power. All right, so we have electricity now. And then we have coal and stone mining that are set up. And that was going to take coal to the train. And this coal... Was this coal? That was a splitter, I think. Which was taking coal also to a train, but also to furnaces. Only pull steam when solar doesn't do the job. Like during the night, for instance. All right, do these have bullets? These have bullets. Okay, good. So I have a bit of a safe spot here. More solar panels here. Who knows what this was supposed to be? More turrets. So big furnace operation going on here to cook resources from the train. Curious to see where that goes. Oh, the map does a weird thing. Oh, hello. Of course they would. Of course they would. Nice. They did this on purpose. I should probably go check it out. Well, the car is quite effective, huh? Bugs down there. Oh, they see me. Oh, there's a whole system going on here. So I can just... Oh, yeah. That does, in fact, work. All right. Oh, ow, ow. Ah, I can't quite get the... training arc. Hey. Oh, you gotta really get a bit of distance to U-turn into them. Oh no, there's more of them. All right. How long do you guys aggro? Okay, they seem to have stopped. Oh, this is good. This is good level design. All right. So this is what they want me to do, huh? All right, so there's a little bit of iron ore over here to start with. Iron ore here. And then what else? Any other iron ore around here? Doesn't look like it. Copper down there. Okay. And then blue. I guess blue is ruins or something. Okay, so there's the copper ore. What do we got in here? Nothing. Wreck medium. It can hold stuff. So I figured I may as well check. Probably I need to get a nice dirt hut started. All right. I see. I see. All right. Oh gosh. It's like when I have so much that I can do, it's like suddenly I'm paralyzed with indecision. All right. Well, we need to start making a lot of stuff, don't we? Because tech. Oh yeah. Landfill. Oh, interesting. So, okay, they do start me out with all the things I've already researched. That is good, at least. But I want to work towards trains, railway. So we're going to need science. So we're going to need a lot of iron and copper. And then process it in various ways. Oh, so that's what this, like, advanced... Okay, so this still needs fuel, though. That's one thing. This stuff still... You still gotta give it fuel. So, what are we thinking here? This is a fuel line. Like, that's what this was? Like it's on a little bit of stone, but it's mostly coal. Oh, see, but that is spitting out some stone from those. Huh. All right. So this, was it a splitter? Or was there something, is there something special? Fast splitter. Is there some kind of, oh, filter? Is there a filter splitter? Like, this thing looks like... I don't like that rumbling sound. Makes me think of lots of legs on the ground coming towards me. I don't want the stone right now. Like, it's appreciated that we can have stone, but I don't want that right now. I want regular old coal. So let's just put more drills around. Where? Gosh, drills everywhere. Okay, so let's point some drills down like this. I don't know how many we're gonna need. Let's make that number 3. All right, and then let's just conveyor belt these over to here. So this was a splitter, but now it is not. Oh, I ran out. Wow. Guess that can happen sometimes. Okay, so that's gonna go onto here. And then this is supposed to take in iron ore on the red line. Oh, look at it go. Oh, geez. It's got some speed to it. Okay, okay, I see what's going on there. All right, but that's for when we get the trains online. For now, we're gonna use this area, I think, as our... No, I need iron first. This'll be enough iron, I'm sure, right? We just need a little bit of iron to start with. All right. All right, so let's get to it. Let's drill a smidgen of iron. Let's try and be exhaustive with that iron too. Well, out of drills. All right. So I can get 2 at a time here. And these 2. And this guy. Okay. Oh, right. I'm doing that thing. It's more that I need to be in a certain position. It's like I've got my webcam. Actually, you want to see something really funny? I've got a specific scene in OBS for making sure that my screen is aligned in the way it normally is. Are you ready for this? You ready for this? Welcome to that is the scene I use to make sure that I'm not, because sometimes at work I need to like move my monitor around a little bit, and so I was like, ah, gosh, every time I have to like confirm. Wouldn't it be nice if I had some kind of visual indicator of where the edge of the webcam is? Post straight face. We'll have to get it on a as an emote. Weird shit. Perfect. Okay, so let's have our iron production facility churning out some iron. But we have to remember this is only a temporary iron production facility. And we can split off of this line too. Start up here, work our way down. I should probably make a turret or throw a turret down before I forget about that as a thing that needs to happen at some point. Because bugs, man. The boogs. It was a you know what? It was a dumb solution, but it worked. And so it wasn't so dumb after all. Load up some clips into that. All right, so what we're gonna do here, I think, go as far as we can on that. Make a bunch of these. Click, 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 clickety, click, click, click. All right, we're gonna make a splitter, a regular speed splitter. Nope, not O, R. I don't know why. I don't know where I got O from. And I want to do the T intersection thing because I thought that worked pretty well that one time. Okay, so this is going to a facility to create a lot of iron plates. So it's going to do that like this. Yes. Perfect. And then that can just be a line of furnaces right here, as many as we can manage. Furnaces. Furnaces. I know we've got other furnaces down here, but we can't do that right now. I gotta keep an eye on the mini-map to watch for bugs, now that I think about it. All right, so one extra line for inserters, right? Let's start with 4, just to get us moving. Ooh, okay, there's something. That's all right. That works. Okay. Yeah, let's do another 3 of these. Why 3, you may ask? Well, I had a reason. It was a good reason, but then it wasn't. It was actually only an extra 2 that I wanted. It was for maximum inserter coverage. Wait. Actually, yeah, that is right. There we go. Wait, hang on. Did I point these wrong? I must have. There we go. All right, iron production online. We're gonna try and just let that stretch as far as humanly possible once we get to that point. Okay, so next up, we're gonna need copper. That's down here. And we're gonna need to. Then we're gonna need to start figuring out what we're actually building. Research? Science? I guess science is the thing to build. So this also needs coal. Is there another coal deposit down here anywhere? No, there's not. I mean, way down there is. Near the bugs. So we'll have to pipe some coal. Boy, this is such a mess, isn't it? I mean, this is cool that this does this, and I kind of want to keep it as an example of how to make this happen. But in the meanwhile, I think we are just going to try and collect some coal. Do you need some stuff? Yeah? Yeah? What do you need? Grapes. Yeah? Alright, I'll get you some grapes. You alright?
I have an itchy spot.
Oh man, I'm sorry about your itchy spot. I'm gonna get you some grapes. I'll be right back. Hovercat's playing Stardew Valley over there. She's got a good farm layout. Summer, year 1, looking good already. I can tell it's destined for greatness. Why would I do this? Like, why don't I just temporarily drop these transport belts? Because they're going to be in my inventory forever, probably. But whatever. Let's do that. It's much cheaper that way. Boom. Done. Alright, now this stuff. Can I... Oh, I can break it. What do I get for that? Nothing. Alright. Well, cleaning up this place. Removing these PNGs from the area. I feel bad about removing this one. Oh, cool. Oh well, bye. Just place that in my inventory. Okay. Copper. We're gonna do a similar setup for copper, which I'm gonna be running out of. What am I running out of? Iron plates. I know where to get iron plates. I got a place just up the road. Let's just gonna chug out the plates. Let's send the plates back this way for now. The iron plate store. Let's put them in a box temporarily. Boom. There we go. There we go. Now we're good. Make a few of these on the way. Drills. Drills are in production. No, they're not. They're in... Oh, I didn't have the productions tab selected. That's my problem. Oh, man. Oh, I just don't have enough something. Iron plates. Makes sense. It's always the iron plates, isn't it? Yeah, right now this is kind of getting backed up because one inserter is not going to keep up with everything. But this is just a stopgap. It's going to be fine later. We're going to be using all those iron plates. All right. Mining. Mine. Ah, I see what I can do. $7.4. Let's see, which one? All right, so we got 5. Hang on. So there's gonna be one extra in the way. That's 100, and that's 100. Okay, so it really doesn't matter which way we go, unless I do this, which might get me. Yeah, I think this will get me the most. It's like here. Oh wait, can I make one more drill? I can make one more drill now. Okay, well let's just do that then. Let's just make it. Let's just be all up in here. Power, huh? I need to research how to get these nice, fancy power lines. They're extremely nice. Lovely. Okay, now check this out. Copper on one side. Boom. Coal on the other. Ah, you see the little overhang? Ah, I'm learning. I'm learning a bit. A little bit of overhang, and it's gonna get on either side. Simple as that. Okay. Now we need to cook it. Spaghetti. So let's go a little bit further, make sure we're out of the way of this mining operation. I am starting to learn that a little bit of extra buffer between operations goes a long way. Furnaces, I already have some of those. Which way do I want to send the copper? Let's send it down, and then let's kind of clear out this area after the fact. Don't know how much of this I'm gonna need. 3, maybe? Germ Dove, you're absolutely right. This is why I pay you the big bucks. Alright, so that's going to start cooking those up. Then we'll be able to not have power for any of them. So I do that. Need more inserters. There we go. Copper plates are online. I'd like 2 more furnaces. And a lot more conveyors. Still shows like you got it from me, Hudson. I don't know what Twitch is all about right now. I don't know where they're getting their info. I don't think I'd trust them. That is kind of satisfying. I like this arrangement. All right, cool. We got our copper plate line. We got pollution incoming. Make sure that we get lots of bugs. Oh, actually, speaking of, we should get a gun turret. I'll need more iron. We should get a gun turret. To protect the copper area. Oh, look at all those plates. I'll put in a good word for you. Make sure this area is protected to some degree. Like, it doesn't have to be super well protected, but I would just really hate to have to rebuild it. Just a little insurance to start us off here. What was this? Radar? Is that a broken radar dish? Assembler, maybe? Had some kind of circle on the top right. Can't really tell what it used to be. Well, it's dead now. So... I'm gonna clean this area up a little bit. Much better. There might be an easier way to do that. I got some fish. I got some fish. Excuse me? I mean, okay, but what? All right. Okay. So, we want to get, eventually, science online. Copper and gears. Oh. That sounds about right. Okay, so let's see here. For the science... we're going to need to start getting iron gear production online. We don't want to use all our plates. So maybe what we do, with the expectation that we can extend our iron production out further, let's remove this one, and this one. Let's bring this down. And then let's, I guess, split it around here. Plates will go out one way, and then we'll go over... where are we going to go? Where are we going to go for this? We're going to go into an assembling machine, excuse me. Let's just do it like somewhere around here. I don't know. But let's grab a splitter. Here it is. Conveyors are running out. All right, I keep forgetting I can right-click on these to make these happen. And I don't know where these guys are going. Nowhere yet. All right, power. All right. Get the car out of the way for now. Whoop. Huh. Huh. You can do that. I don't think I should be surprised. Okay, I want you to make gears. Sticks. Iron sticks. You can't keep adding things. You can't keep doing that. Alright. Got it. Okay. So now we can make gears. And that's basically all we need for red science is copper plates and gears. So we should pipe some of these copper plates up now. Oh gosh, where's our lab gonna be? All we're gonna need is red and green science, right? So what if we just put like a ton of labs on this little outlet here? That's pretty cool. That'd be neat. I'd like that. You know what? Let's... Oh wait, I already have a few. All right. Well, let me try laying some of these out and see what we can do. The idea is we'll have a single line of both red and green science that are heading down this way. Maybe two. I don't know. We'll see. So let's see, if we put one here, and then the next one would have to be here. How much space does that leave us? These are 3 tiles. Is there a way to show the grid? 1, 2, 3, maybe not. Inserter line, space, inserter line, or line inserter. Okay, actually I really like where this is going. Control space. Let's... I hate science. Alright, that was cool. Whew, alright. Science rules. There we go. Okay. All right, so here's my idea. Here's my dumb idea that I kind of like. Stone brick. To make stone brick, I have to use a furnace. Do I not have a furnace? I don't have any furnaces. Alright. Alright, so here's my idea here. Maybe a little dumb. F4. It's gonna be an Alt F4 moment. No. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh boy. Whoa. Oh, there it is. Yeah, show tile grid. Oh, see, that's... See, that could be genuinely useful, I feel like. Alright, so here's my idea. Here's my dumb idea. Well, Oh yeah, you just use the raw stone brick. Or we'll shoot your research facility again. We're gonna kind of lay this out in advance. We're gonna make it pretty. My damaged lab here. Did I get this in the right spot? I'm not sure if I did. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because that's the one where it doesn't work. Up to here-ish. We'll just go a little bit further than we think we need to. How about that? There we go. This is going to be our lab run. You know it. Should I space these out like this? It feels ugly to do it that way, but also... It's like I can power... Yeah, if I put the power line in the middle, then I can power 3 of these insertions with a single line. I think maybe that's what I'll do, something like that. It looks a little ugly. I don't know. All right. Lamp. I would love a lamp. Let's have some lamps to light up the night. Oh. Now we're talking. All right. So we have iron gear production. We have copper plate production. Now we're going to combine them into red science production. That said, everything that we have left also needs green science. So red science on its own is going to be pretty useless. This is the 5th one, I think. Did this run out of rocks? It did. Okay, that's fine. I don't need a ton of... Well, then again, stone bricks is how you make this, isn't it? Yeah, so maybe I should keep this going. Well, then again, I don't have that much stone left, so maybe not. Okay, so let's look into green science next. Make sure we're making that. Transport belts and inserters. Transport belts, not hard. You need gears. So we'll probably ramp up gear production over here. And then inserters, that's the goofy one. That's where we need the circuits. And the circuits, in turn, we need plates and cables. So we're going to split this out. We're going to figure out the balancing situation at some point. We're going to leave a buffer. But we're just going to start with just saying, just split it a bit. Just a little bit to start with. And this one is just going to be going over to make... This is so ugly. Get out of here. Give me something built on top of this to make it go away. There we go. I just need a tool that will remove all of this old stuff. Okay. So this is going to be just making wires, I think. So we're going to assemble some wires. So that's our gear production. You know, let's get rid of this. Let's try and line it up. Line it up nice and neat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I want you to make intermediate project copper cables. Go. Done. Just the music in this is just a little intense at times, you know? All right, clear out these ferns that are in the way of science. Literally science being impeded. Okay. So we made that. Next, we need to add an iron plate. Oh, of course we do. To 3 copper cables. All right. Somewhere along the line, we're going to have to do a lot more splitting. But for now, let's just go under. Let's just send this underneath. I don't remember how far these can go. Pretty far. Pretty far. There we go. Make more of these. Probably should have started with the transport belt auto production because I'm actually like just needing a lot of them. All right, this is going to be where we make the thing. You know what? I should probably like hotkey assemblers. I'm going through a lot of them. I wish when I didn't have something in my hotbar, I could just press the 3 button to like make some. That would be a nice little quality of life. I'm sure there's some reason why that's a terrible idea, though. So this is for circuits. There we go. Circuit production. There it goes. All right. Circuit production. And the reason we're making circuits is so that we can make inserters, which need a plate, again, a gear. Oh, I have to mark them as red, don't I? That's why they keep showing up every time that I... Okay, there we go. I was kind of wondering about that. Like, why do these think... Like, every time I look at one and then I close it out, it just stays there forever. It's because you actually need to press the button to make it go away. How about that? Bruh. All right, circuits, right now, we are only using them for this one thing. You mark new ones as red. I'll Google them someday. All right, so circuits, we're going to combine those with a plate and a gear. So we're going to need to, once again, break out a splitter, I think, just to make this a little bit... Not O. Why do I keep going for O? Oh, I know why I go for O. Ah, that makes sense then. The reason I keep going for O is because that's the rotate key in oxygen not included. Let's try and keep it a little clean. Is that worth doing like this? I mean, not really, based on what we're doing. Because what we're really doing here is we want to bring some gears in to an assembler and the circuits. So what we could do is basically just do like this. Oh, it's a circle. Yeah, it's way over there, but that's what it is. I think in Oxygen Not Included, to rotate a build is O. Like way out of the way in an annoying spot, and yet that's what I keep wanting to do. All right, so I want to tell you to make inserters. So you're going to take these electronic circuits, and you're going to take some iron plates from here. Boom. All right. That's making our inserters. We haven't even made red science yet. But I figure green science is more complex, and therefore I need to make it first. That's my plan. All right, next, conveyors. Much easier. A plate and a gear. Like, holy cow, that's a lot easier. Where am I going to put those? I could have a secondary gear production somewhere. I'm splitting into a splitter, so I'm going to be getting, like, very slow production here if everything else starts really ramping, like chewing through this stuff. So I could split the gears and send those somewhere. For now, let's put these in a box. Like, I see no problems with the good old-fashioned put it in a box. Just to keep these moving. Yeah, tempted to just go ahead and press Alt. Ah, there you go. I see what you want there. I think it was doing that a while back, and I must have accidentally hit the hotkey and not realized it. Let's see here. Conveyors need just plates and gears, so what if we do, in fact, just use some of these plates and these gears to make conveyors over here, and then, I don't know, pipe them under somewhere. Good job, Germ Dove. You did the thing. Now I have to do the thing back to actually make it work. Because yes, I do have to do that manually now. I looked into how to bring it into my bot instead of using some other third-party tool. And it's kind of annoying to actually manage reward edits like that. Not impossible, just annoying. You know what? Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's spit the gears out over... I feel like I've made some of these like way too compact. Iron plates to gear. Ultimately, at this point, I don't know the Tomb of Doom. At this point, I just really don't know what's going to be my bottleneck. So let's just experiment and find out. Okay, I want you to make the gears. I want you to be the one making the gears. All right? And then I want you to kind of change your setup a little bit. I'm gonna make this pull the gears and change this recipe to be the conveyors or the transport belts. I think that's a lot better overall. And then we will send the conveyors underneath this mess. Why am I having to create conveyors myself? Some sort of caveman. Like some sort of Neanderthal when I've got a stack of them right here. Always with the bus. I'm enjoying kind of learning like the dumb ways to do things. It's not super clean. Oh, look, finally, free conveyor belts. Actually, part of me wants to just put these in a box as well for overflow, for partial overflow. But yeah, then that's going to go into here for green science. So we'll have one like this, then one into here. And you know what? Let's also do this. Just like that. Put it in a box for... We'll claim it's for overflow reasons. And then this can be green science. Just like that. I will go ahead and bookmark that for when I'm bored at work. All right, we did science. Well, we did green science. Wait, not there. There. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Now red science is, by comparison, much more straightforward. Copper plates, iron gears. Hey, look, copper plates and iron gears. I need to ramp up iron gear production, though, I think. I fear I may need that ramped ever so slightly. Which means I kind of want to scoot this over to fit it. So iron gear production, we're gonna scooch you guys over. Just a hair. All right. You're going that way. Oh, you guys are going the wrong way. My bad. All right, gear production doubled. All right, good. Because a lot of that's getting eaten up for conveyors. All right, so, and then again, more of those gears are going to get eaten up for the use of red science. Luckily, copper is not really too big of an issue right now, but these gears, like, I could even make another one and still be doing pretty good, I think. Yes, that eats into my coal space ever so slightly, but probably fine. I think we're gonna use the gears. Check the gear assemblers. Check them. Yeah, waiting on a plate. I'm not sure if you saw whatever it is you're looking for. All right, red science. Actually, no. Item ingredient shortage. Oh, the fact that, like, it's kind of the bottleneck is how fast they can get into the machine for these. Okay, iron plates. Or copper plates. You know what? Let me pick up some of these. Let me pick up a full 100. Little hundo. The inserters are too slow. Gotcha. So we could use fast inserter. Actually, I have some fast inserters. No, I have long-handed inserters. Or we could just use more inserters. So that will be something we can ramp up to improve matters there. All right, so this is where we're going to be constructing red science, I suppose. Right over here. And then we will chuck the resulting science somewhere to our big lab, our lab island, our Nintendo Labo. So let's see. Let's do a splitter. Just like that. Grab this, grab that, grab power. Well, that's powering all that, so I don't need this one anymore. Nice. And tell it to make red science. I guess I don't need all this going all the way here. Maybe eventually that stretches out further, but for now it does not. That one will need power. All right. Just for my own peace of mind. All right, now we can dip under. Oh, we're almost there, guys. Science at long last. Red science, green science. It's all here. Okay, science is going to come out from here onto the green belt. Or onto the, let's see, hang on. These are coming onto screen right. If I do this, these will come onto screen left. Oh wait, we'll do a T. We'll do the T, the magical T that we learned about. There we go. Yes. It's happening. Oh, right. We are gonna need power for this, aren't we? It's not quite happening. It's happening! We're gonna need a light down here to light up our beautiful little island of science that we're about to have. We want to research railway? Research automated rail transportation. Automated rail transportation specifically. So the one we're missing is railway. We have science happening. Look at this beautiful little area. Don't look at the rest of this, but look at the beautiful area. Oh, not there. Oh, yeah. P. P. Oh. Oh, production tab. We did look at that earlier. So that I can see it and be ashamed. Poo. The poo tab. The P switch. Alright, we are getting some gosh, I'm not seeing a lot of bugs. So I don't know if I should be worried about that or not. Right now, it's fine. Aw, a nice little road through here. Yeah. Oh, we can send the science underneath. Oh, let's do that, actually. Let's send the science under. so we can make a nice little path going down the middle. Yeah. Gotta make it look nice, you see. Oh, that's it. That's where it stops looking nice. Yeah. We'll go under a nice little path. It did, didn't it? Like immediately. Oh, look at our beautiful science containers. This music, man, it is right in my brain. Oh, all right. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Okay, well, all right, so there's a very good reason for that. And you know what? Maybe it's best if we don't think too hard about it. Look, we all made some bad decisions. It's fine. I will need some stone. I actually do want to produce some of that. Wait, no, not like that. We were trying to find like a hotkey to look for like a the grid. I wanted to see the grid more clearly. I wanted grid lines, and while trying to figure out what it was, the suggestion was maybe it's control space. And of course, I was checking other things, so I had tabbed over, like, you know, maybe it's tab. Wait, no, that's weapon switch. That doesn't help. And then I hit control space, and so I shot the nearest target, which was apparently a lab that I had placed down. So yeah, that was a thing that happened. What do I need? Why am I so low on this? Is it the copper plates? Iron plates? Oh, it does take 23 plates for one of these. Okay, so yeah, that would do it. I would like some of these plates to heat up. It was a good moment, to be fair. All right, I'm gonna grab a little bit of just stone. Idea being that I'm just gonna make some stone bricks happen here. Nothing crazy, but just have this running for a while, basically. I just want to start collecting some of this for later. How do you see the clips? Oh, you gotta go to videos now. They used to have a separate tab for it. Go to, like, videos. Oh boy, is it gonna show me? Oh, I don't want to see myself. Thank you. So this is the clips of my channel, though I don't see anything from today. So you'd have to actually look through the VOD to get it. It was a good moment. There we go. Now I got some stone. We're gonna make a house a home here. Wait, what? does it go right there? Whoop, not like that. Oh, wait, does it have to do that, though? I guess it... Hang on. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Oh, man. It has to have that little extra bit. I mean, I guess that's okay. Not ideal. All right, so let's see what we're doing here. It looks like we're mostly... Oh. Well, that'll help. Mostly green science is the issue here. Because it's just not making it around. So if we track that back, we see that conveyors... Number of conveyors are going up. Oh, wait, that's going up too. Oh, it's just the speed it takes. There we go. Oh boy, alright, I gotta see what this is. Oh gosh, people with actual... Oh. Well, that's a thing in the game, apparently, huh? That's when you reload autosave. I've never gotten to the point in... I know I keep talking about oxygen not included, but I have a lot more experience with that game than this one. It's... The thing in that is you can make a nuclear reactor in the DLC for that. And that gets very dangerous when you start dealing with having a lot of uranium and very high heats and very high pressures floating around. Things start to go wrong, if you can believe it. All right, so we need more green science. We need to ramp that up. How's our iron plate production? Iron plate, ooh, actually, we're not keeping up. It's time to ramp up iron plate production, guys. We're not keeping up. We're gonna start over here with a few extra iron smelteries. The only way for them to blow up is for them to die taking damage when about 500 degrees. Oh, well. I'm sure that would never happen. Okay, there we go. Ramp up our iron plates. Heck yeah. That should help significantly. Do we want to double this even? How's my stone count for furnaces? We got 15 stones left. We're good. Of course, now I feel like I need to protect these. You know? Wait, that's the wrong way. You know what? I am kind of satisfied with this little setup we got going on here. Enough to die, and then it all goes terribly wrong. I probably should set up another furnace or another turret over here. You know, for all the bugs that we've been encountering. I haven't even gone to explore around this area, like, at all. Yes, there is a map for pollution, wasn't there? Tricks, trains. It was just map. Here we go. Map pollution. Oh. Oh, and so the pollution is about to reach here, and when it does, these guys are going to start being alerted. And they'll be coming from right over here, where I actually already have a setup. A little defensive area. But so I am going to need to start worrying about that, because we're getting close to that being a problem. So maybe I will go ahead and set up a second one, though. You know, Just to be careful. Okay, iron plate production is looking pretty good now. Oh, actually, we need to ramp up iron ore to keep up with that. Jeez. Who knew? And I can't get that without more iron plates. The system won't let me in. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. All right, there we go. Sounded a little bit like some Danny Elfman, like, what is it, Edward Scissorhands music? No, is you can put settings on splitters. Oh my goodness. It just keeps going, doesn't it? Oh, I need to be careful I'm not grabbing any stone here. That's all the iron I'm getting right now, I think. Ah, excellent. Oh. Expensive. But useful. I'm going to leave it there so I can get back to those, because I am going to want to read those at some point. Okay. So that ramps up our iron production, which in turn ramps up our plate production. That's still not enough iron. Look at all that extra room on that. We gotta get the trains. We gotta get the trains. Ugh. Trains make sense now. It's all coming together. Whoa. All right. So plates are spitting out gears. Gears are doing okay. Green science is... yeah, it's still bottlenecked by the actual production. Red science... ooh. Same with red science. Supplies are backed up. You get more since a splitter can have filters that's allowing you to easily mine on the border between iron and... ah, and that lets you get that little bit extra without accidentally... okay, okay. Would be handy, because right now we're leaving a little bit of processing power on the table here. We could be churning through a little bit more. We're not going to tackle it tonight because it's almost time to wrap up, but that is something to consider. Let's actually pop a look at here. Input priority, output priority, filter. Okay. And oh, hey, we learned rail just in time. Okay. Now our goal is automated rail transportation. That's the one where it's like, okay, you need to do this. So what does railway get you? The ability to build trains and tracks. Oh, there goes my bot yelling at me about it anyway. Ooh, expanded inventory. That could be handy. I mean, the goal is rail signals, but ooh, concrete. Oh, there's the big electric poles. That's what you use iron sticks for. Ah. Oh, that'll be handy. This is interesting. Material processing. Steel furnace. So I guess, okay, the only benefit there is greater production speed. Wait, no, wait. No, it does consume burnable fuel. Yeah, okay. And electricity, maybe? I'm not sure about that. So this one is train stop, which I imagine what that lets me do is that my cargo wagon, it gives me some ability to actually, like, grab... oh, I can tell it to stop the train until the cargo is emptied or something like that. Doing speed, but consumes fuel at the same rate. Oh, okay. Now, does it also require electricity? Because I saw kilowatt hours or kilowatts in consumption. So I'm not sure on that. Which, I mean, isn't terrible or anything. And this... Oh. Supply area. Wait, big electric pole. Medium electric pole. Why does this only do a... Oh, wire reach 30. Oh, I see. That's just how fast it consumes fuel. Okay, gotcha. So we are a ways away from electric furnaces, but still. I like this big electric pole for, like, you get your big overland wires and then you scale it down for your individual areas that need power. So you can have one central power station. That's cool. I mean, I guess we want to start this, even though we're not getting much of that tonight. It still would be nice to kind of think about that. This has been fun. I like this game. It's a good game. A++. Would play again. It's fun to watch me figure it out. Well, good. Improving our green science production for a little bit before bed. Of course. There we go. There we go.
Well, the secret to figuring out Factorio is...
Every time. Every time, I tell you. Oh, actually, this isn't very good. This isn't very good at all. Hold on. Hold on. Turns out this wasn't very good. That's better. And then get rid of this. I got 219 inserters. Cool. Pretty standard stuff, of course. And then green science. Green science. Green science. Well, you know, I just kind of like, just to keep it moving, keep having stuff being produced. Okay, this works, I guess. Okay, okay. I'm cool with that. That's pretty good. Iron plates again. Oh, iron plates are backed up. That's good. That's good. That means we did successfully get that to a point where we can feel good about it. Boom. Look at that. Okay. It's not perfect. We're backed up severely on inserters. That will help for a while. And the reason we're backed up on inserters is electronic circuits. Electronic circuits. Yeah, it's these circuits. And they're backed up because... copper cables? No? Oh, because this is backed up? Wait, what? No, it's fine. Let's get... oh, because of the insertion speed, I think. That might be it. That might be what's eating us up there. Oh, wait, no, it was already backed up. Shift right click and shift left click. Oh, that is useful. Ah. So that will straighten itself out. Right now we are on maximum green science production. Look at all that delicious green science. Okay, this can hold a few at a time, so that's good. Wait, you can actually have modules. Oh, it's the same kind of modules. Yeah, it's not easy being green. Where's my stone brick production? How's that going? Make my nice little pretty road. Oh yeah. I got a road to build. No, not like that. Oh. And why? Get out of here. Come on, man. There we go. Much better. Ah, that looks good. Look at these nice walkways now. Except for these massive plants in the way. Unbelievable how they can get away with it. I don't even know if I need this here, but there we go. That looks great. Ah, yeah. Science lane. We got science lane, guys. Science lane is in my da, 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 da. It goes something like that. All right. You know what? I feel pretty good about that. Green science is backing up. Red science is running out. That is the game loop, isn't it? That's the game loop. I'm starting to see it. It's a whole lot of, all right, and now we can make this production even faster. Oh wait, now it's consuming all of this and has a little bit left over of this. So let's ramp this up. And then, oh, well, now this has too much of that. It's the, I have leftover cheese. I should make nachos. I better buy some tortillas. Now I have leftover tortillas. I should make nachos. It's whack-a-mole. It is. Wacka inefficiency. So we can add another assembler for red science, and that should take care of that. Red science should be pretty easy to just churn out another one of. Especially if I can combine these lines, and then I can just have a long line of red science. Not worried about that, really. Oh, see, we've almost already got that. It's whack. I don't know why I even did this. I guess my idea was eventually I was going to use these plates somewhere up here, and then I never did. This poor lab. Hang on. We're going to make our first ever repair kit. That's still a thing. I'm sure that's a thing. Oh, and I've got these 6 red science. There we go. All right, repair kit. Right here. So does this get used up, or? Oh yeah, it's got durability. Okay, okay. All right. I feel good about what we accomplished here. I feel much better about this base, and I guess that's like the normal game like improvement is you feel slightly better about each subsequent base, which means you constantly want to start. Well, let's you know what? Let's reset. Let's start a new base. Oh, these guys are about to notice. They're about to smell me out. Okay, we're still not quite at 100% running on the furnaces, but that's okay because I built way more than I thought I'd ever need. We're backed up on plates. That's the important thing. And then once we get the railway stuff figured out, then we can go all the way over here and set up shop. I guess we'll have to build. Oh, there it is. Well, that'll be for next time, and I don't actually know when that is. Rail signals. Coordinating multiple trains. Oh, no. This is going to get really confusing really fast. Let's do this. Might be a little bit more efficient. Man, it's time to repair the railway and access the distant mines. Yes. Repair the railway, set up automated rail deliveries. That will be an interesting thing to set up. Train intersections baffling. Okay. That'll be interesting to figure out. I am looking forward to learning all this stuff. It's very fun. And you only have like 50 hours. I'm gonna have 50 hours in the demo at this rate. Jeez. I do appreciate that they're kind of slowly introducing new concepts. And then every new tutorial level, you kind of do the same thing you just did, but now you kind of know what you're doing, so you set it up a little cleaner. Anyway. Games tutorial on trains are confusing. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be a bit before I circle back around to Factorio. I think. Oh, actually, no. Wait, hang on. Today is Sunday. Okay, we're doing Factorio tomorrow, I think. I think we still got one more stream worth of it before things get a little bit weird on the schedule. Okay. So here's what's up. Here's what's up. Wednesday is always Mario Maker. That's just since time in memoriam, we've always done Wednesday Mario Maker night. So that's what we're doing on Wednesday. Up until I started playing Factorio, we were doing multiplayer Stardew Valley. Until one of the players' schedules got a little bit weird for a bit. They are going to be available again midweek. Which means maybe Friday we're jumping back into Stardew for a little bit. If there wasn't Wednesday Mario Maker, there would be riots. I know, right? Well, because Wednesday is what everybody... Mario Maker is what, like, my channel is built on for some reason. Fluids are whack. I could go on a rant for a long time about the weirdness in Oxygen Not Included related to fluids. It's simplified for a reason, but the weird results of it being such a simplified system like really screw with things. Look at this green science buildup. Oh my gosh. I've just been talking too long. One again. I'm looking forward to figuring out how they work. Tomorrow we will do more of this and we'll go for the trains. Wednesday will be Mario Maker. Friday will probably be Hey, I mean, you're a trendsetter. Friday will probably be multiplayer Stardew with the community. We got Germ Dove, Daysnick, and Al. as part of that. And we are starting... We're somewhere in summer, I think. Year 1. It's a slow-moving game. But it's nice and relaxing. And you don't have to think about load balancing as much. After that, I don't know. But he will. We will be back to Factorio even after Monday at some point. Because I'm going to have to get the full game at some point and actually dive into a real game. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to really suck me in for a while. Oh my gosh, and we haven't even thought about Minecraft. They got the new update. There's a lot of new stuff, but it's feels a little unfinished in places. So I don't know. We'll probably update the server and dive back into multiplayer Minecraft at some point as well. That's the bulk of it. Oh, secret project. I think I'm going to be soliciting for pre-alpha testers sometime in the next week. I finally went ahead and bit the bullet and set myself up on Azure with a little bit of hosting and everything. Got myself a SQL server rolled up so that I can actually maintain a list of valid users and all that. Oh, I might post a little teaser pixel. We'll see. I think that's everything. I think that's everything I want to tell you guys about. I'm probably not gonna do a raid because I need to kind of get out of here. It is I've got work. I can't believe it. They're having work again this week. Like we just did it last week and they're doing it again. Absolutely, Al. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you all for hanging out. New sub, Penguin. Welcome aboard. Glad everybody enjoyed it. Glad everybody's having fun with me being a noob at Factorio. That kind of is the, like, every few months it's like I jump into a brand new game that other people know a ton about, and then I just be a noob for a while, and everybody loves it. I like it. I like the discovery. It's like I can never go back and play Minecraft for the first time again. Before there was a recipe book and you just had to kind of guess how to make things. And I stumbled upon a recipe with 5 wood. I was like, what is this? I laid it down. It's like a trough for animals to eat out of. Well, it turns out it was a boat. But the game wasn't going to tell me that. Where everything is just, oh gosh. So much out there to do. Okay, bot, I understand. All right, we're calling it. Thank you all for hanging out, and hope to see you guys next time. Good night, everybody. Where's my end scene? There it is. Good night.